Hi everyone, this is the Billiards Doctor, and for today's video I want to teach you guys how to do the basic 8-ball break. So I have a different video that's called the 8-ball power break, and that video is for very advanced players, like pro type players or very good amateur players. This video is going to be more for just the standard pool player. So when you're doing the regular 8-ball break, the placement of the ball is going to be important. You can place it basically wherever you feel best, and how I've seen is, for me, to get the most power, it's going to be close to the center dot here. If you want to get a lot of cue ball control, then oftentimes you can put it further to the side. I've seen that helps me control the cue ball better, but if you just want to have a really powerful break, then close to the center dot is usually where I put it. So what you want to do is you want to have an American stance. So if you're left-handed, you go left foot on the line, right foot kind of step into it, come down on the shot. For this, we're going to have an open bridge. Okay, like I said, this is more for the beginner, intermediate level players. So we're going to have an open bridge, so just like you do on a regular one. And we're going to do basically like you do on a regular shot. We're going to get our couple practice strokes, and then we're going to fire it. Okay, and some things that we're going to be thinking about. Okay, you want to do your correct eye pattern. Okay, the eye pattern you're doing on the break shot is the same eye pattern you do on every other shot. Okay, and that is, you look at the cue ball as many times as you need to, and the object ball you look up and down, as many times as you need to. Once you feel comfortable, you're going to stare at the front ball, stare at the object ball, stare at the object ball, stare at the object ball, shoot, stare at the object ball. So you're going to keep your eye on the object ball the whole time after you've made your first alignment. Okay, so that's important. Okay, the next thing we're going to focus on is we're going to focus on your planting hand. So if you're left-handed, it's going to be your right hand. Your right hand being very stable on the table. Okay, so you don't want it to be loose, you don't want it to be wobbling around. It should be very stable, so you should put a lot of weight pushing down on that front hand. Okay, that's really important. The most important thing in this shot is that you're hitting the front ball square. That is the most important thing that you can do to do well on the break shot, is hit the front ball square and keep it controlled. Okay? So when you're first learning this break, you don't want to kick, okay? You just want to have a nice follow through, okay? Keep your body still, keep your Q-tip down. You don't want to go up like this. That's not going to help you. You want to just focus on keeping a Q-tip down like this. Power through, power through, power through, okay? And there are different versions of breaks, but if you do the break like this, then over time, you'll be able to develop and get into the power break, okay? I have a video on that called the 8-ball power break. Like I said, that's for advanced players. It may take you a year or maybe like 6 months of practicing, 3-4 times a week to be able to get good enough to do the power break, because it does take a lot of time to get the leg to kick in the air, all the weight to go through. You're putting all your weight into it going up like that. It's a very difficult break, but if you start by doing the break like I'm showing you now, then eventually you will develop the power break. You can't jump straight to the power break. It's too difficult to get the timing down with the leg and the body movement. So what you gotta do is, here's the regular standard 8-ball break, okay? And go back here, left foot on the line, walk into it, come down the shot. Open bridge. Just a regular bridge. I'm not doing an extra long bridge, just a regular bridge, okay? Regular elbow, regular everything like you always do, okay? You're gonna focus on the cue ball, you're gonna figure out where you wanna hit it. I've lined it up perfect. Look up at the 2-ball, focus on the 2-ball, back, and I'm gonna go through, okay? One other thing to keep in mind is that when you're doing the break shot, you want to pull back slowly, and then you can go forward fast. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be like revving it up and then be like that, okay? Because what happens is you need your bicep and tricep to adjust. So you need a little bit of a pause time, okay? And you need a little bit of time for your mind to focus on where you're hitting on the ball and get everything straight. So what you got to do is you got to come through, line it up, bring it back, pause for just a tap, just as long as you need. Just pause through, okay? Pause through. Keep your body still, keep your body down, keep your Q-tip down, okay? You'd be surprised Okay, try it one time. Try to just hit the front ball as square as you can and hit it at 80% speed. And you'd be surprised how well that they break up. You'd be really surprised. Okay, so ready? Here's what you're gonna do. Left on the line, right foot down, coming down the shot. Couple practice strokes. Look up at the group, back. Just like that, okay? See, that was a pretty good spread, and I didn't really put any weight into it. I stayed down on the shot, I just followed through really strongly, and I went really far. So I really recommend that you try that, especially if you're not a super advanced level player. What I mean by advanced is like, you're playing an amateur tournament, it's like, you got all the side spins you're doing everything, because like it takes a long time to be able to get that power break. So I highly recommend that you don't go right to the power break, but you start with this bit more basic break, which is still super effective. So the cue ball came straight down in a straight line, very, very controlled, made a ball, great spread, now I can run them out. And then after you develop, get that better and better, and you work on that break more and more, you'll see that your leg will start to kick in the air a little bit more, and eventually you'll be throwing all your weight into it. But it'll be a natural thing. It'll come naturally. You have to naturally adjust to it. But that's the basic 8-ball break. If you can, try to do a closed bridge. Closed bridge I know is tough for some people, so I just showed the open bridge in this video. Closed bridge is going to be more ideal, but if you can't do it, the open bridge is going to work fine for the basic break. But once you do get into the power break, you're going to have a closed bridge. Anyways, this is the Billiards Doctor. Thanks for watching.